The NZC is engaged in the welfare of seafarers who call at the Dutch ports. Most seafarer centres are affiliated with the NZC, and many religious denominations also support the NZC. And it's all about the money. The seafarer centres, 7 in total, are all financed in different ways. Money comes from the port companies, sponsors, municipalities, that's a difficult word, churches, and so on. The amounts are also different for each seafarer centre. So what is the problem? With this kind of donations, it is never certain that you will receive this again next year. It's difficult to make a budget if it's not clear what you can count on. In this way, the seafarer centres are busy generating money for their activities. That should be different. In Vlissingen too, it has always been a lot of work to obtain the necessary financing, and we felt that this was not only our task, but also that of the government. At that time, I was not yet chairman of the NZC. So we sat down together in the Siemens Center in Vlissingen, in the presence of a member of our government, and the then secretary of the NZC, Wim van Til, in front of the photo, and board members of Vlissingen. There, the role of the government was discussed. In the end, the Netherlands co-signed the MLC, Maritime Labour Convention 2006, and there is an obligation attached to it. To draw attention to the financial problem, it was decided to present a petition to the members of the government. In October 2020, and COVID was already in the country, we were still able to physically offer the petition to some members of the parliament. I was there together with Helen. This has led to more awareness of the activities of the seafarer centres with regard to welfare work for seafarers. In November 2020, a motion was passed almost unanimously asking for more research into the function of the seafarer centres and their activities. With this, we had drawn the attention we needed. The board of the NZC then also got in touch with 2 civil servants from the Ministry of Infrastructure who are involved in everything that happens in the maritime field. They helped us a lot. The first positive result was a contribution for the seafarer centres that were financially affected by the COVID crisis. The government then paid part of it, but only wanted to do if a private party also would participate. And that was the Sea Risk Fund. With that amount divided proportionally among the seafarer centres, we were able to move forward again. Following the implementation of the motion, the NZC has asked Erasmus University to conduct a study into the facilities and financing needs for seafarers' welfare in Dutch ports. This research was funded by the government. In short, the conclusions come down to this. The Dutch seafarer centres, including the welfare facilities, fulfill a valuable function with regards to the welfare of seafarers. The current facilities are under severe pressure. Solid and structural financing of welfare facilities in Dutch ports is necessary to ensure continuity in the interests of seafarers. Welfare facilities are not yet up to standard everywhere. For example, main port Rotterdam has too few means of transport to fetch the seafarers from the ships. The structural Financing should be able to cover the personal costs, at least for the appointment of an operational coordinator, financial manager and chaplain. What do we want to achieve? We would like the government to provide part of the structural funding for the welfare of seafarers. In addition, all port companies should reserve an amount of the port dues for the welfare of seafarers. This amount should then be paid to the relevant seafarers centres. This is not yet happening everywhere, and the government could play an important role in this. On the 1st of June, the NZC organized a symposium in Rotterdam, where, among other things, the results of the study were discussed. We also had a good example of how things are arranged here in Antwerp. In Belgium and also in Germany, the government finances part of the welfare work among seafarers. All in all, we have ensured that the work of the seafarer centres has become more known. Now we hope the money will follow, because it's all about the money. Thank you.